Time now to get some business news on the program, starting with the markets. A somewhat listless day on Wall Street ended with indexes mixed on Wednesday. The Dow and S&P 500 closed slightly down, but the Nasdaq ended at another record high, inching up by 0.1%. It's also a mixed picture in the Asian markets this Thursday. Like in the U.S., investors taking a breather as they try to assess when the U.S. Federal Reserve will start to wind down its vast monetary easing program. Now, CBD is a non-psychotic compound derived from hemp that is increasingly being sold around the world. France's highest appeals court has not ruled whether CBD sales are legal or not, but it has overturned an earlier court decision banning them. Proponents say the decision paves the way to a major sales high, as Jean-Emile Jamin reports.
Weighed and ready for consumption. These are cannabidiol flowers, derived from hemp plants, and until now it was illegal for them to be sold in stores across France. But the country's highest appeals court has overturned that ruling, allowing the sale of CBD as long as it had been legally produced by a member state of the European Union.
Today, it allows us to be more legitimate, saying that these EU laws are enforceable on member states and that member states have to follow them.
CBD has long been researched for various medical applications, with users also finding the non-psychotic compound useful as a relaxant. Now, as a result of its health and wellness purposes, cannabis stocks have attracted growing interest across world markets. In 2020, the global cannabidiol trade was valued at $2.8 billion, and it's set to increase another 25% this year. French distributors say the new law will help them latch on to this growing trend.
It's a good thing because France is finally allowed to grow cannabis for purposes other than the textile industry. So this is going to give work to farmers who are struggling. For us distributors, as we now have more than 10 employees, this is going to provide jobs in an economic situation that is affected by the health crisis. So there are only positive things.
Cannabis in general is still outlawed in France. However, the country's Economic Council have advised that legalized recreational use would raise an estimated revenue of $3.3 billion per annum, with the potential to create 80,000 jobs.
Now, France is the latest EU member state to get the green light for its COVID recovery funds, 40 billion euros, a key part of the government's 100 billion euro stimulus plan. European Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen has been touring the bloc as she announces approval for the spending plans in person. Italy, Germany, Spain, and Portugal are among the 12 countries to have had their funding proposals approved. France's spending proposals earmark more than half the funds for the green transition and a quarter for digital investment. French President Emmanuel Macron said the fund was a symbol of European unity.
Notre priorité aujourd'hui, c'est d'abord de continuer à sortir de la pandémie. Et je veux ici vraiment défendre le travail que nous avons aussi conduit en européen, défendre votre travail et celui auprès de vous des commissaires les plus impliqués pour la vaccination européenne. L'Europe est en train de réussir sa vaccination, elle continue à avancer à marche forcée par une politique d'achat conjointe, par aussi une politique maintenant de recherche et d'innovation conjointe que nous avons décidé pour l'avenir.